So it rained when we arrived at the farm this morning. Nevertheless, we have to push our plans of disinfecting the chicken house slash grower house because in the next 2 weeks, the new set of chicks will be loaded here. If you're new to this channel, my name is Pia. I am a retired flight attendant and I used to fly before for over 10 years in the Middle East. Now back here in the Philippines for good, doing a layer poultry business. So finally, after a few days of waiting, the grower house slash brooder house is already being covered with tarpaulin, as you all can see. So our brooder house will be just on this side here, which is what you all see on the screen, the orange screen. So approximately 1/4 of the building will be covered, like literally covered with tarpaulin, as well as the ceiling, so that it is easier for us to control the heat of the building, because as you all know, brooding is the most tiresome part of raising chicks. We also got this set up from another farmer who has been in this industry for about 10 years already. And of course, they also gave us some tips on how to really be successful in this kind of business. So they gave us some tips already on how to preserve the heat during brooding time of the chicks. At this moment, I am just collecting all the leftover debris so that later on we can start the disinfection without any interruption. So the initial plan for the flooring of the brooder house is supposed to be chick paper, but then our supplier told us that we can use only tarp instead and just place a rice hull as bedding, which is also a good idea because anyway it's gonna get wet. And then I'm just removing all the debris that is underneath this building to help our staff, because one of them will be having a day off today, and so that we can expedite the job as well. And as you may have noticed, probably you will say na masyado kong nagpapagod, ang dami kong ginagawa, but actually this is nothing compared to the job that I used to have before. Alam nyo ba, dun sa aeroplano, lahat ginagawa namin. Nagsiserve ng pasahero, we're taking care of the pilots, yung especially ako, nagti-take care pa ako sa mga crew ko kasi bisor ako noon before. Tapos minsan may emergency pa, tapos ayun, nag-check up pa ng CR. Ang dami mong ginagawa. Whereas dito, parang chicken lang talaga to guys. So, wag niyo akong alalahanin because this is really nothing to me. And I like it this way because at least I don't have to exercise again. Because ito na yun. Free exercise. Anyway, after nito, I'll be going back to the farmhouse to check what the boys are doing. And ito pala yung nakita ko. Yun. May ginagawa sila. Actually, the generator just came. We bought this one because we don't have any electricity. So we need this for some other emergencies, like magagamit kami ng 12 volts for the debeaker. And yun nga, since solar panels or solar yung system namin dito, hindi namin masyadong magagamit yung ibang kailangan naming paggamitan dahil hindi pa ganun ka-equipped yung mga gamit namin dito. But anyway, we bought this online. My husband bought this, I think, around 9,000 plus shipping. So, probably around 12,000 pesos. And tinitest lang nila if gumagana ba talaga. Anyway, I just realized that they need to put more fuel because it seems like it's not really turning on. So while my husband went to buy additional fuel for the generator, I came here to set up the brooder house so that my staff can start disinfecting it. So here we go. We are opening the first divider of the brooder house, and we will start the disinfection now. So as a first timer, we can't take any chances of any kind of viruses here. So that's why even if the house is still very new, we just have to disinfect all the surfaces here because you'll never know if there are any viruses already on this part of the building. So since we have 3 staff here at the farm, so one of them will be taking care of this building. So the other 2 will not be able to go inside here. That is our biosecurity measure. So we make sure that it is a very limited access only to this building. So even during vaccination time, we will be the only one who will be accessing here. I know it's going to be really tough for us because it's all our first times, but anyway, as long as we're being guided by our vet, then probably everything will be okay, because one of our suppliers told us that it is better not to allow anyone, especially technicians from other suppliers, not to come here, because that's what happened to them, where a lot of their chicks died because of the virus. So technicians are one of those carriers of the viruses because they also come from other farms. So you have to take note of that. And every time we come here, we have to make sure that we have taken a bath and we have a new set of clothes. Technically, we have to be really clean when we come here. We can't carry any kind of viruses from, of course, from other places. Now I fully understand why a lot of poultry farms doesn't allow any visitors to enter their farms. So I just told our staff, since it is going to be our first time to disinfect this one without any chicks yet, probably this would be a little easier than our next cycle. That is because kailangan niyang kuskusin lahat ng, alam mo yun, yung nasa sahig, yung mga chicken manure, just to make sure nothing is really left, no bacteria and stuff like that. Dahil pinaka-importante talaga malinis yung bahay ng mga manok mo before ka mag-load ng another set of chicken. We also got this technique from our supplier na kailangan mo talagang linisin lahat ng kasulok-sulukan ng bahay ng manok mo. Even the mga ipot ng mga manok, kailangan tanggalin dahil yun yung nagdadala ng sakit. So you don't wanna carry that to your next set of chickens. And then after that, we have to disinfect the ceiling as well. So like I said, all the surfaces has to be cleaned as well. And then afterwards, we will go to our next part of the building.
Wala pa man tayo iti, wala pa man inasudlan. Ganyan yan yung mga iti, pagka next cycle lang tayo may problema. Agi lang, agi na.
And of course, never ever forget the floor, the very, very important one, to disinfect the floor itself. So we are done disinfecting the first part of the grower house. Now we are going to take a break for the meantime while we are loading another set of disinfection. And then this time around, we are going to disinfect the outside of the brooder area. So ito na yung magiging whole house ng mga manok natin. So after they come out of their brooding stage, dito na sila maglalaro, kumbaga. So lahat ng kasulok-sulukan dapat ma-disinfect. And then afterwards, we are going to disinfect the outside as well. So this is going to be the first stage only ng disinfection namin. So in the coming days, we will disinfect again. Tapos papatuyuin na naman namin. Tapos final disinfection again. So ganun siya ka-tedious. But anyway, I know it will be worth it at some point. And I guess that will be it for now, guys. I hope you have enjoyed my vlog for today. And I shall see you again next time, okay? Bye for now.